Well, here we are, a little day trip, just a couple hours. I want to show you the setup with the Bronco. Of course, had to get the King set up first. Right gear? Right? Yeah, bored. In the back seat here, I don't know how well you can see this stuff, but I have my tools, camera gear, little potty tent, table. And then in the back, chairs, trash can, water, the chuck box, if you want to call it that, kitchen. Down below that is the camp box. I have my, I think this is a 30-liter refrigerator, single zone. It's small. I bought it because of the Jeep. And now with the Bronco, I could go bigger, but I have this one. And it's running off my little Jackery 240. And that's how I have everything packed in this thing. And as you can see, I do strap things down. I had a question with, somebody asked me that about the van. And yes, I did strap everything down. So I'm going to start setting things up, and I have something new I'm going to try, and then I'll show you the rest of it. Alright, well, this turned out better than I thought. So here's our little fridge, single zone. That center divider is removable. Like I said, I think it's 30 liters, I think. And Jackery is powering it. We have the King in his throne. Now, this is my first time setting this up. This is just a 6x8 blue tarp. You can get them pretty cheap. I got it free. And the way I have it attached to the Bronco is I have a third tent pole. Hopefully you can see this. I have a third tent pole, and I have some carabiners that attach the tarp to the tent pole, and I have two velcro straps that they're a make your own length. And I just wrapped it around, that's going to be horrible, wrapped it around the top bar there, and the tent pole, oh boy, tent pole. And then your standard, just going down to a stake. So I'm 6 foot tall, I have a hat on. And I can walk about halfway before my head hits. You can see in the picture, or in the window. So, it's not bad. And it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be to set up. I had the door open, which kind of held everything up. And I can have it on either side. And I can even have it on the back if I want. In a video I did with the Jeep last year, I have a really big green tarp, and I used it, and it came off the back like this, because the back window on the Wrangler pops up. So I could still use that, but I like this because the tarp folds away in the camp box, and I have the tent poles and everything in there too. So basically, this is our new picnic setup. So I think we're going to try to go out tomorrow and do a little picnicking. And I got this new, like a, what is it? 2-gallon igloo, because that 7-gallon is just too big to carry around for day trips like this. And this is the camp box. And in here I have first aid kit. That's where the tent poles, guy lines, and everything go. I have another tarp. Some various stuff to make camping a little easier. That's my camp box. Take it whether it's camping or picnicking. And then this is the kitchen box. This is the newer one. It came with this inside toolbox, and I use it as a utensil bin. That works pretty good, and it just pops out. I carry a couple of towels from our old camper. Clean messes up and keep from splattering. This is the plastic trays. Come on, get out of here, bee. And little bowls. This is a pot and pan setup that I had with the trailer. It's about 7 years old. Little 7-inch skillet and the little collapsible pot kettle, and a couple other little things in there. And this really works out great because they're stackable, they're lockable. If I have them set up together, this locks to the one that's on the top, and that's where the bottom one would lock. So I can lock them together when we're traveling so they don't bounce around. And everything fits, and I like it. Breeze is kicking up a little bit, but this thing, my little awning here, so far so good. Come on, B. He wants to be on the camera, literally. So I'm gonna relax for a few minutes, have something to drink, give Gary something to drink, and we'll walk around, and I'll show you the beautiful landscape out here and tell you where we're at. All right, so where we're at is right on the edge of the Coco Nino and the Prescott National Forests. Back that direction a couple of miles is where we had a picnic overlooking the river with the cliffs. This is the continuation of those cliffs, and up on top of that is where the train tracks are. I've camped out in this particular location a few years ago. Come on, girl. And as far as I know, according to the maps, there's no longer camping here, although I've seen plenty of people camping. So we're going to walk over here on some very beautiful cliffs. I'll try to use my phone. As Gary gets me all wrapped up, so I'll use my phone. I'm using the Osmo right now. This is the Osmo Action 1, so it's good, not great. Gary. But hopefully you can see good enough. It's hard for me to see what you can see through this little screen back here. But the cliffs are amazing. And keep walking down here and get a little better view. But this area here is quite dramatic. And you do get good views from the train. The train is a working train. It goes from Clarkdale to think the Chino Valley daily working, and then it has, come on Gare, every day it has a train with passenger cars on it and a couple of open air cars, which is what we saw go by in the last video out in this area. And you can just see the river down there. And I can hear it. Get some nice little rapids right there. And I'm going to put this camera down. I'll take my phone out. See if I can get a little better shots here. Now here I am on my phone. I've zoomed in a little bit. If there's any herky-jerky, it's because Gary is just going crazy. He loves being outdoors. He loves camping, everything. And there's about 1 billion smells out here. So we're up on this little cliff. And down below is the river. And these just incredible cliffs here. And try not to get too perky. Gary, say hi. He's preoccupied. So this is just another spot that we can come out and have a little picnic, little day use. You even have some of the red rocks towards the Sedona area. On the other side of that mountain, you're heading towards Sedona. Back this way, you're heading towards Clarkdale and where we live. And then these rocks are just incredible. Like I said, if you go back that direction, you're heading to where the big cliffs were that we picnicked at last time. So I think this is where I'm going to end it. I'm going to break everything down. This was just a little, I wanted to see if I could set that awning up. And apparently I can. Let's see if I can... Oh, Gary's at the end of his rope. So anyway, Gary, hey, say thanks for watching. Yeah, that's what he said. All right, we'll see you next time. He's pulling me.